tried to film this video probably 12 times now. I'm getting frustrated. So, excuse my frustration as we go through my baking corner. It extends from this corner. It is not just this corner, but the bulk of my ingredients for baking are in here. So, here I have a little silicone mold for making dog treats. Very cute, very cute. I got that from like a Daiso or something. And I have these little tart pans that are in pretty gnarly condition because my mom got them on a estate sale, which, thank you Mom, I do use them all the time, but they're like rusted and they look pretty bad on the outside, but the inside's doing good. And then we have some sprinkles. And then we have some brown parchment cups for cupcakes, some meringue powder to stiffen some stuff up. I have a miscellaneous jello and pudding over here because, in my opinion, making pudding is, like, it's easy, but it's kind of ridiculous whenever you can buy it boxed. Well, I mean, for things like better than cake, you know. Then we have aluminum foil, plastic wrap, and parchment paper. I'm gonna shut this and continue because it's kind of loud. So I just moved this in the last one and it made way too much noise, but here we have all my tape. It looks pretty gnarly right now, but that's what I use to label everything because I'm a restaurant worker. So I have this big 2-pack, I should say, of Pam cooking spray for baking because I don't really need it for anything else, like savory wise. I don't like butter guys. So this guy for like cakes, cupcakes, yada yada. I have my scale right here. It is not my favorite scale. I have a scale that I loved. Past tense. She broke in my work bag. She got crushed and I'm very sad. She would not read right. I'm distraught. So, and then I have this baking rolling pin, which I hate. I hate this guy. I don't like the handles. I wish it was just one that I could push. And then I have a little, what's that guy called? A little timer. And here are my piping tips. Be quiet with that. Let's pop it open. And in here, we have big metal ones, little metal ones, and little detailing like plastic ones. I don't really need. I really only use the big ones. And here is the star of the show, my Cuisinart mixer. It has this plastic cover, which in my opinion is pointless because if you're splattering everywhere, you should turn down your mixer. And we just have the whisk and hook and beater in there. So she is my darling, my honey. I love this mixer. I got her for Christmas from my mom because my mom went to culinary school, but she does not cook. Well, I mean, she does at home, but she's disabled, so she doesn't work in a restaurant. But she was very glad to see that I got into baking. So up here, we have my pastry bags, plastic, and a reusable one. And then we have some yeast. And coconut powder, milk powder, and then regular milk powder. I have some gelatin back here. It's the powder form because I don't make big enough things to use a sheet, you know. Then we have a Clabber Girl baking powder. And I really want this on a t-shirt, like this logo, the Clabber Girl. I really want it on a t-shirt. We have some coconut flakes in here. And I have Ghirardelli white chocolate chips, just because they wouldn't fit up there. Some baking soda. And then there's like almond flour and arrowroot and that kind of stuff back there. And right here, I have some more yeast. I have some what's it called, food coloring, apricot filling, and like lots and lots of condensed milk. So moving up, we have some basic chocolate chips, just Nestle Toll House chocolate chips, walnut halves and pieces, halves and pieces, halves and pieces. And then I have some Ghirardelli white chocolate melting chips, which what you would use that for is like, say you're dipping chocolate strawberries, you would dip it into melting chips, not like regular chocolate chips, because those don't really like melt, they just kind of scorch. And then, so a lot of this stuff, not a lot of it, but like a good amount of like my flour and this, like this oat milk and blah blah blah, like my yeast I got from my friend who unfortunately moved away. She's no longer here in this town with us, but she gave me a lot of her stuff whenever she moved away. She was big into baking. So she also gave me this raw honey that's lavender flavored for my birthday. So that is super cool. I haven't used it for very much yet. That makes a great noise. And we have some matcha powder here. Cocoa nibs back there, which if you don't know what cocoa nibs are, they are like the shell of the cocoa plant, and they're really crunchy. They like, if you candy them, they're really good. If you coat stuff in them, they're really good. If you put in ice cream and flavor it like cocoa nib, it's so good. We have some slivered almonds, pecan pieces, bright white vanilla baking or melting chips. Let's move some stuff over. Pull this guy down without making a bunch of noise, please. And then back there, we have gluten-free flour, monk fruit, extra virgin coconut oil. Move some stuff around. We have some cornstarch back there and baking powder. Then I have milk chocolate chip, or milk chocolate powder, and Dutch processed cocoa. The difference is Dutch process is like really dark. It's like 70% or something. And then, or like 80, I don't even know, 85. Milk chocolate is like more like 40 or something. And then back there we just have some cornmeal. Nothing interesting. So let's zoom in on the very top. I have this purple white chocolate melting powder, or melting chips. So what that is it's just purple colored white chocolate melting chips. So like I said, dipping strawberries. Butterscotch chocolate chips, graham crackers, which I cannot have unfortunately because I am diabetic and I will shoot my sugar up. They have high fructose corn syrup. There's a lot of things that have high fructose corn syrup, like regular Coke. So if you're not diabetic and you're drinking regular Coke, you need to get off of that. It is really bad for you. I know you've probably heard this a million times, but it will give you diabetes. And you don't want that. Believe me, you don't want that. So, we have some unroasted almonds up there. Some ladyfingers that I got at Ross. That's a funny story. We were in the checkout line at Ross and we were like, wow, they have a lot of sweets here. I wonder if they have ladyfingers. And I turn around and there are the Ross ladyfingers. It was really funny. So up here I have these vanilla beans from Kirkland, and this is a crazy deal because it's like 20 vanilla beans in each of these, which they're usually like $10 per bean. We have some 100% pure pumpkin puree, and then back there's just like corn syrup and bad for you stuff. Well, carrying on from this side, we're gonna put this back up here somewhere, just right there for now. That'll do. Close that. Oh, I spot him. I spot a little sleepy baby. Anyways, so here, let's move the mic. Right here, I have my metal. You can see me. My metal bench scraper. My big mixing bowl. And a big cutting board. Also, this drying mat and this floor mat are from Costco, and I love the material. They're really like don't know, they're not like fabricy. They don't like soak up water, but they do, but they don't. I don't know. Oh my god. This is called a cake tester. So you just, like, instead of using a fork, you just stick this guy in, pull it out, see if it's clean. Alright. So up here, we won't spend too much time up here. This is my like savory spices. I don't really go in here much for baking. And across the way, I have some candy canes just for Christmas decoration. Also, these knives do live here because they were up here, and then all of the knives fell, and my boyfriend said no more knives on the wall. Here we have a cinnamon pot going. That just consists of oranges, apples, cinnamon, vanilla, cranberries, and it smells divine. So in here we have some pumpkin pie spice, some poppy seeds, because I love making lemon poppy stuff. Incredibly expensive cardamom. Cardamom is so expensive. It's like $10, like ridiculous. And you know, you use like a teaspoon, if that, at a time. We have some butter emulsion, which I have never used, but my friend has used, and whatever she made tasted a little artificial, but really good. And then we have some cinnamon back here, and just some like what are they called? Extracts, yeah. So, a lot of stuff like this. We have 2 things of ground nutmeg because I have a lot, so it got put into these jars because I had like, I don't know, 5 bottles of it, and I was like, this is enough. I need to put it somewhere where I won't forget that I have a lot. I just have some containers that I put all my stuff in. Wow, that got blurry really fast. And yeah, so we'll move on really quickly because maintenance just got here and my dog is going nuts. So, yeah. This is my tabletop or the countertop where I access everything because I don't want to go dig in big bags. So, back here, got some brown sugar. Have some regular sugar. Olive oil, pepper, salt. This is Maldon salt, so it's like really flaky. It's like whole sea salt chunks, and you put it on top of like brownies. It's really good. This is my boyfriend's dashi. He puts in his stuff. And then we have powdered sugar, some monk fruit, and more oils like avocado, etc. We also have this dog advent calendar, which I am so excited. I've been using it every day. I'm so excited, my sweet boy. Lastly, we are in my laundry room, which do not judge it. So we have this plastic stand mixer, which I took to work one time because I don't want to bring my nice one, of course, for everybody to break, like the one that we were using this to replace. So that's why it says greases for everyone to use. And then we'll make this really quick so my dog doesn't bark because maintenance is gonna come back. So we have flour, we have seeds of flour, tapioca pearls, more flour. We have powdered sugar, and more sugar, and flour, and powdered sugar. Yep. So that concludes this very extensive baking corner tour. Thank you for watching.